Hello, hello. Sapphire from Steven Universe.
These pictures should match.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I had everything plugged in. Still getting a little bit of coffee in. There you go. So. Oh, that's right. I need to mark this real quick. Okay. Actually do that. I know what I'm doing. Hello. Carlos Danger 638. I'm sorry, that's a good name. That's a good name. Hello, Carlos Danger 638. How are you doing? Just getting everything squared away. Get some coffee in me, because Lord knows I need the caffeination. Of course, my systems are being weird right now. There we go. I swear, my tech loves to just test my... Yeah, I swear, a little bit more coffee, we'll get there. So if you'd like to throw a conversation point at me, or question or whatever, we can definitely start early. I know that yesterday we got to discussing a lot of different and interesting things, like I guess kind of like regional or country differences in, like between like America and England, because quite a few of my viewers are from England. So I felt, hey, why don't we take the opportunity to, like, okay, so what's something different that Americans do? And so ended up discussing, the rather perceived over friendliness of Americans when they go to, say, like the England or UK, because they don't quite understand why we are like, hi, how's your day? How are you doing? What's going on? They're like, that's a lot of personal information. No, it's a service industry training, because so much of America is lower and middle class or working class, blue collar, and many of us have had service jobs. So there is a certain amount of not so much forced courteousness, but there's a lot of training on how to be very polite and attentive, and how to present yourself to clientele and customers. So it's something that's ingrained, not necessarily something we just want to do. Although I guess if you're from the South and slow, yeah, you get to know everybody. So, but yes, we had some fun there, and then I'm like, that's what's that. That is what's, every now and again, I wonder. So, I'm working on little trading cards, kind of just doodling and whatnot. And you'll see me dual painting and, back and forth. Um, I think it'd be nice to have at least one more doodle done and then go in for the painting. So if you have a suggestion or an art prompt, because this early my brain rarely thinks on its own. But yeah, if you've got an art prompt, so facial expression, a color, and an activity, makes it a little bit easier for me to think and put things together. Actually, I can also forget we got technology in our hand. Oh. An RPG that I'm in online just posted up new info, so I get to figure out now what my character is going to do. Should be interesting. Because we're a hero-powered game, which is kind of cool. But you still have to be smart and keep a lot of your answers, a lot of the role play within certain realms of possibility. Like, you can't just go and say, oh yeah, I'm going to take over the government and not have, ramifications for your character. All they can do is, like, make sparkly lights. Yeah, they just put up the new stuff, so I get to think that over. Come up with a strategy for what my character is going to do. Which my character's kind of badass, so I love her. But yeah, let's see. I was like, wait, where else did I pick this up? Oh, yeah, that's right. Da, 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 da. Goth art prompts. Oh, that's right. Inktober is coming up soon. Ooh. Images. Oh, I wish I had my D&D dice at the hand, because that'd be cool. That's what I need to do. I need to grab some dice charts with different combinations on them. And then I could start rolling dice for prompts. Oh, that'd be so good. Ooh. Let's see what. Oh, today is the 31st. So I looked at the prompt. The prompt that jump out at me is apple red. I'll bring you as close as I can so you can kind of see what's going on. Oh, you're hung up on the chair. I honestly do need a new office chair. Sorry. Okay. So the prompt was apple red, and for some reason I've been in a thick phase, so I've been drawing like chubby, thick, busty, rather gifted individuals. And when I hear apple red, I think Red Riding Hood. Back. There's that one pose. Let's see if I can grab something here. Pin up poses.
Check out these pictures.
There's this pose in my head that I am thinking of. It's kind of cute. It's seated. Shows off the tootsies. And like I need to get better at drawing hands and feet. So part of what I'm doing is I'm trying to get better at hands and feet. When no one smiles with you, sort of like, okay, that works. Let's see if I can. Oh, maybe I can find the... I might have to mark down this page because this is awesome. Okay. Hello. How you doing? The common cold one. Okay, that's funny. Guys, you've got some really good fun names today. Okay, so what I'm doing is I was looking for prompts because the prompt I got was apple red. For some reason, that makes me think about Red Riding Hood and the basket that she has and like the apple that she has in the basket. So for some reason, my brain really wants to do pinup styles lately. So I'm doing pinup styled Red Riding Hood with the basket. I'm just trying to look for positioning and whatnot. So, yeah. So how are you doing today? How goes? Right? Well, because at first I was like Daco, and I was like, no, wait, no, read the whole thing, then break it down. At this point in time, hey, we need a bit of levity, so that works, right? So let's see. Maybe I can see if I can flip it. Perfect. For some reason, I tend to draw from my left to the right, so I think it's a reading thing. But yeah, if I'm going to have a subject that is leaning one particular way, I usually go from left to the right when drawing. So yeah, hey, pick a subject, throw it at me. Have a question, throw it at me. Because I am very much the chatty type, but I also multitask, so trust me, I can ramble about darn near anything. I'm sorry. Boondocks, one of my favorite cartoons. And when it originally came out, I didn't quite get the satire of it. But a couple years later, when it's like, you know what, let me give it another chance. Let me watch it again. I understood the satire so much better, and dang near died laughing. So, the common cold one. I love Boondocks. That, honestly, that was such a masterfully done show that, oh, love it. I wish more stuff had more thought to it. I've been streaming for, oh god, quite some while, but I've just been really quiet and life has been a little bit rough, so I haven't been able to be as consistent as I wanted to be. But hopefully in the next couple months, everything should settle itself out. And I usually come on, I do art. Once I get myself a new computer, I will be able to go back to doing gaming as well, because I am a huge Overwatch fan and I love playing Overwatch. But if I'm going to stream Overwatch, I want to be able to show you guys, like competitive play and whatnot, because it's not that I'm Captain Meltdown, but I gotta have enough frame rate that I can see what I'm doing and stream quality. Common works. Let's see. Chest, forward, and back. I know that I want her to leave. Leave. shoulders. Chin. Chin. So putting in the super basics. There we go. Actually, I am a self-taught artist when it comes to watercolors and comic book art. I do teach art on a certain level. I tutor. I always give recommendations and whatnot. Actually, let me show you guys the piece that I finished yesterday. So I'll turn this camera just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, that's the piece that I finished yesterday. And I had a lot of fun doing it too. So yeah, I have 2 degrees. I have a degree of psychology and I have a degree of fashion design. So my school, in its infinite wisdom, decided because I was going to be fashion design, the kind of art that I needed to know was how to draw flats, how to draw just flat renderings that were very technical of clothing. Oh, really? That's awesome. We also, honestly, we need more artists. I love artists. I love watching artists, but I'm such the introvert that sometimes it gives me just a little bit of anxiety because it's like, I hope they don't think I'm trying to like, copy their style or anything like that. I'm just really inspired. So sometimes I'll do similar subjects when I see it because like my brain's like, ooh, that looks shiny. Let's do it. um, but yeah, like I love fashion and I love fashion design, but they only taught me how to do very technical flats, and they wouldn't let me learn more refined art. So after I got out of school, I slowly started teaching myself how to do art, how to actually like do anime and comic book styles. And yeah, I'm slowly moving into abstract. Abstract is one of those things that it's difficult for me, but it is so rewarding when I do it because I don't know, abstract kind of shows your feelings on a page. So I get abstract, and I honestly love it as an art form, and I am envious of people who can do it, but I also think it's amazing that they can do it. So, yes, I love good art, and abstract art is just. I mean, I appreciate art of pretty much any variety, and almost all art serves a purpose. There's very rarely art that I don't think serves a purpose. I can feel the caffeine slowly soaking in. I don't know why. Hands are so dang difficult. I mean, yeah, it's like a lot of fine motor joints and whatnot, but so dang difficult. Oh, come on, Twitch. Don't be jumpy. I hope it's not being too jumpy on your side, because it got weird on my side. Come on, Twitch. Don't mess with me. But yeah, I love good art, and honestly, I think it needs to be encouraged more and taught more. Um, pardon. I keep forgetting that it's the wrist that needs the. There you go. A little bit better. Okay. Yay! I swear, Twitch is so random about when it decides it wants to work and when it doesn't. So it looks like it's streaming fine on my side sometimes, where it'll be a problem for other people. Um, what else? Anyways. Let's see my thought. Oh, it's not my leg position. That would not be my back. Okay. I was like, what's going wrong? Oh, the waist needs to come up. I don't know why. I want to drop things into odd positions, and I think it's because I still keep thinking of things as if they are flat. They're not flat. Doo-doo. Bring the face up just a touch. Then give her a long neck. There we go. Better. My head would actually be about there. Okay. So this one's going to take a little bit of time, probably a little bit more research, but I'm putting in the general sketch. Outside of the arm. Okay, we will get that sorted a little bit later. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try really hard on my next piece or so to do a more westernized style, because I've leaned heavily into my more anime leanings, and I think I need to practice a western style or western comic book style a little bit more. I love manga and anime, but I've seen such just absolutely gorgeous renderings lately of Western comic icons like Captain America, done with watercolor, and they were so gorgeous. And actually, one of my favorite artists, as far as like comic book art and watercolor art goes, is David Mack. And if you don't know who David Mack is, definitely go look him up. He's the creator of Kabuki, Cover, Infidel, and quite a few other comic book artists. He's been in the game for a long while, and he's just an amazing artist. What he can do with watercolors is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Love it. So yeah, definitely check him out. Oh, no, I was like, what's wrong? Ah, the knee is too long. Drawing feet, also very difficult. Ugh, just looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna leave those feet alone for a while, or else my brain's gonna start obsessing with them. There's like, I don't know, I guess there's a certain amount of roundness and fullness that I want to give a lot of my pieces, because you see this stick, the super thin, and whatnot, and I'm like, I want to give my girls maybe a bit more beef, a little bit more heft, a little bit more oomph, as it were. Yeah, so I'm still figuring out uh, the kind of proportions that I like when it comes to drawing. I think that's in the one. It's funny because in like comic book art and anime art, both rely on stretching proportions beyond the average, and uh, squeezing proportions inwards beyond the average. It's like, even though you're going into absurdity with these, it's often not hyper absurdity. There is a visual balance that your brain can pick up on, and it's still training my brain to pick up on. No, make the thigh. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here for now, else my brain's going to leak out my ear because I can feel the obsession coming on. But since we do have some stuff already done, let's roll with that. So I'm going to use my favorite which is this, the water brush. And it was one of those things that you kind of forget that you have in your repertoire. And I was like, it's a water brush. I don't really need to use it. I need to learn how to use traditional brush, blah, blah, blah. And so I forgot about it. And then I just picked it back up and did that piece that you just saw. So most of that piece is done with the water brush. And oh my goodness, I appreciate this water brush so much more because of it. Like, oh. Sometimes, yes, you work hard and learn how to do the traditional methods, but denying a piece of technology is hubris. Like, enjoy the fact that you have this technology at your fingertips. Sorry, trying to erase a little bit of pencil. So, I'm applying just a little bit of pressure to flood the tip. So getting a really, really light red. Not perfectly filling in everything because we want a little bit of light, a little bit of shine. So first coat is usually the light coat. Second coat, a little bit darker. So second coat goes in a little bit darker, a little bit heavier. And then I'm going to work straight from cake. To get like even darker value. Because the inside of a suction cup is going to get the least amount of light. So Okay. So basically, first tentacle. Oh, sorry, I gotta remember to have it a little bit more over this way. There's the red, and then blot the living daylights out of my pen. Okay. I will need to refill soon. I realized I got some paint contamination, so cleaning that off real quick. Then I'll turn you just a little bit more. That way you can see what's going on. Okay. Blending, 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 blending. Sorry, being a dork. Okay, so. Okay. Again, let's see if we can get some of that paint contamination off. Flooded. Yellow is one of those things that it is just, it's super pale to begin with, so I might have to go in with like a slightly orangey tone to give it a little bit more depth, a little bit more shadow, which is, you know, it's fine, it's what I gotta do. There we go. There's a little bit more. And yeah, I think I'm going to go in just really lightly with an orangey tone to give a little bit more depth. Okay. Sorry, keep forgetting. Picture in a picture. Take that a moment to soak in. I had a thought. Oh. Oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay. I might be getting messages from other things because I keep hearing a ping. Yeah, okay. I have to do a little bit of tweaking later on. Let's see if I can get that back in order. I'm going to let that dry for a bit, and then I'm going to do the purple. Because purple loves to bleed, and I don't feel like using that. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Sorry. Checking something real quick. That should be dry enough now. So purple is a very interesting color. It can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It is a very powerful, powerful color. It picks up a lot of different tones in it, but also it is like one of the most opaque colors I have, and it can get overwhelming really quick. I have to be careful with it. So I think I'm just going to leave it a blank white background because honestly, I guess I could throw in some shade, some color. Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. Cthulhu pride. I am this kind of dork. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. But yeah. I'm getting a lot of dropped frame rates, so I'm going to go ahead and log and see if I can clear up some of that. And let's see, I will be back on Monday, and hopefully I will see you guys there. Bye!